Total sleeper.
This is a sleeper, brand new. This is brand new.
4-string. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
Purple and 4-string. You're speaking my language.
Dude, that's
Wife drum pick
that
guard,
is my
shut the front door.
And he also sent me a black one that I want to change, but yeah. So this one's fast becoming my very workhorse type of instrument for sure. I've already banged it. I've only had it like a week and a half, and I've already banged it around and beaten the crap out of it. Steve Araujo from the Bass Hang.
Oh yeah, what am I doing? What am I doing?
No, that was an intro thing. It was good.
Yeah.
I like it. We're gonna use it.
Oh, sorry.
We're gonna use it, dude. There's no rehearsal for these. These are guerrilla, man. This is what they are.
I forgot.
So yeah.
I haven't had a coffee.
This was an intro. You introed it perfectly.
Oh, I introed it.
It was bumper. You played the bumper music.
Bumper.
That's in the industry. That's what they say.
Yeah, it's an industry.
All right. So Steve Araujo, the Bass Hang.
Oh yeah, Tony Puleo.
And Tony Puleo was part of the Bass Hang now.
Oh yeah,
which is
yeah.
pretty
But
rad.
we got the
Tony's
thing.
Corner. Tony's Corner.
Tony's
the Bass
Corner's
Hang,
coming
yeah.
out for the Bass Hang.
Yeah, and there's two dudes.
Oh, one bass.
Yeah. With we're here at Tsunami Cables.
Tsunami Cable Bass Hang.
GK, Tsunami Cables, and all the rad people bases. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So again, two dudes, one bass is almost like this exploration, geek out, freaking to the max.
We
of,
bring the
bases.
conversations that Steve and I have
Yeah.
in the industry to just people that
Here.
might enjoy
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
People that want to just know. Because just a little background story.
Yeah,
Once.
dude, I like it.
I found Steve through something like this, where they dissected
Like a '76 jazz
bass.
bass.
So I sat there, I'm like, oh, check it out.
It's like 25 minutes of just being geeks, man.
These
It was
guys
rad.
are geeking out. At that time, I was in a wicked '70s jazz
Nice.
bass phase.
I've had many.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have too.
We've
Yeah.
had them, and we both
Yeah.
have an affinity for that. And we're like, I'm having my coffee. I'm like, checking it out,
Nice.
watching it, and my wife's coming down. She's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like,
Like I'm watching these guys being geeks, man.
"Yeah,
This is
and I
it.
like this." And of course, Steve and I met through the industry,
Yeah.
knowing everybody.
And,
So
yeah,
that
we're
was
like
it.
1 degree of separation.
And that's
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 25-minute. It's still out there. It gets a ton of views and stuff, but a lot of people love it, and there's a lot of people that hate it too. But whatever, it doesn't matter. to me. This is what it is. Like too much talking, like not enough talking. Play
yeah.
more, don't play.
Yeah.
Say this, don't do this. Like,
Let's see the
whatever.
serial numbers. Do a fancy dance.
Yeah,
You know
whatever.
what I mean?
So today, for this episode, we're bringing Marco Cortez, builds pretty rad high-end basses. This is his lower line, N as in Nancy, N1.
The N1.
So it's a less expensive, all US made jazz bass.
It is absolutely fucking killer.
Yeah. He came over and played it the first time.
I was like, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you came over a few days ago, and I had just received it.
Ash body.
Yeah, he does this ash body with like a natural, I don't even know what it would be
So
called.
I
like
think it would be close to like
sandblasted
Fender, those sandblaster
Yeah.
fenders.
where you can
this
see
is-
the grain, feel the grain.
It feels great.
Yeah, and he did this color for me, this kind of deep purple. Again,
The
you can
blocks
use-
are nice, a tribute
Yeah.
to the '70s jazz.
and not so much a crazy color that you can't use on normal gigs, but it still has kind of a, kind of understated, but still unique.
Something to talk about
Yeah.
too is these are Marco's own pickups.
Yeah, those are neodymium. Those are neos.
So what I'm picking up from these, they're aggressive.
Yeah, yeah, they're very aggressive. So what he does, he makes everything. He makes the neck. The body is a US body, US jazz-based body that he puts together. The pickups he winds himself, neo pickups. Yeah.
They sound like a slightly more brighter.
Brighter.
Brightier.
I'm gonna make sure they're neo.
Can you get that?
I like it, brightier.
that?
TTIER, brightier.
Brightier
No,
version.
brightier.
I like it.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if.
A bright version of they have that punch of like ceramic.
Yeah. So they are neo. I find they work well with
Real info.
Yeah, the Alnico have another tone. He's Brazilian, so is or Portuguese. He's Brazilian. More mid-range, but less output. But we're gonna so they're neo with a little bit more mid-range.
I like them.
I like them too.
I like them a lot.
The other thing that he
They
does.
remind me of Damasio Model J, a slightly
the
more
ones-
modern
yeah.
version of Model J.
Hello.
Hi, hon. How are you?
All right. You like the color of the bass? Yeah.
Who doesn't like purple?
I know, right?
Dude, I'm
And
Bogart.
oh no, dude, I don't care. So these are the knobs. I don't know why I like these knobs. These are the low end knobs. They're rad.
It's a,
I dig them.
it's a speed thing.
Yeah. So it's just nice. It's aggressive, but it has. It's just nice, man.
Fabulous sound.
Oh, strings.
DR.
H.
So these are the DR DDTs. So the
That's a little more
DDTs are their drop down tuning strings that I use quite a bit to standard pitch because they're a little bit more. They have a little more tension, but I love them, man. And
we
a
do
lot of
something funky
people.
then?
What's that?
Can we do something funky?
What do you mean?
Let's just drop it down to a D.
Oh, dude, of course.
Click. That should just. So maple knives, black inlays, black luck inlays. I love the sandblasted finish. Oh, and the big thing about this is $1,200 street price.
$1,200 street price. It's really good. He's just coming out with them. Hopefully, the Bass Exchange up in Hollywood is going to start carrying them. I've talked to Gary. And, I mean, it's just really responsive, and it's the other. So, what he also does, he takes. I'm getting all geeky into this stuff, but there's tone capacitors, right? 47 orange drop is what Fender used forever. That's like the standard. The 47, and I forget the actual electronic thing. I know the number is 47.
47.
Whatever
It's
it is.
the capacitance.
Whatever is the capacitance. So I changed it to a 47. He uses his stock capacitor is a little more mid-rangey, which is great. But for gigging, I wanted it to be a little bit more traditional, so that I could just cut it and it breathes and eats like a regular jazz bass, like a traditional Fender jazz bass. So for me, it works a little better. But it does sound good, and a lot of people do like the other cap. But you can change the capacitor; it's easy to do. So
Yeah, no, it's great, man. It's like.
and
I wish I had everything.
I've already tweaked it and dented. I mean, I'm already digging in there with my
It
fingers.
shows you
I'm literally.
playing it.
I have been playing
So
the
those frets
crap
are
out of
interesting.
it.
I noticed the frets are a little.
They're flat. They're like railroad. It's crazy. Yeah.
They're not huge.
Marco
but they're
is
wide, low
Marco
frets.
is this guy that does traditional and then slightly left of center, and it just it's good. It's really good.
And I usually like really little frets, and this is fine.
These are big. They're big frets, man. And it's pokey, you know. So there's tone all the way up. Keep playing. And there's tone all the way down. But I usually just about 80% is where I'm at. This takes a little bit of that high end, but the pickups are not like a traditional Aligo pickup, so they're a little barkier. So I don't know. I don't have to cut myself. I don't have to cut that high end as much anymore.
They've got enough punch that I
Yeah.
would normally take a bass like this and wire it in series.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And I'm not
these
sure
have-
what the wiring is.
Yeah, which adds series would add a little more output, a little
Yeah.
bit lower mid.
Yeah.
Plenty of output, plenty of lower mid. Don't need to do it with these pickups. And I think it's the neodymium in my
I think so, man. Yeah, and it feels good. You like the neck and
Oh, the neck
yeah,
feels like home,
yeah.
satin finish, jazz bass.
Mhm.
Hip shot tuners,
Yep, hip shot tuners. Hip shot. I'm sure it's like a hip shot, just normal bent aluminum.
bent aluminum
You
bridge.
know,
I don't
yeah.
know if it's a hip shot or not, but
Yeah, it might not be, but you know,
it's perfectly fine and
it's fine.
functional.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's probably better than the bridge that's on my 68 jazz bass.
I'm sure.
You know what I mean? And that 68 jazz bass sounds amazing. Like that's my, it's incredible.
9 pounds.
Yeah, 9-ish. It's good, man.
I would call it like
Yeah.
barely over 9.
Yeah, barely over 9. So 9. Yeah, I forget what it was. 9
I mean, I just
or something.
yeah. Oh, you did actually.
I think so. Yeah, I have my little scale. I have
9.2.
my fish scale. Yeah, it's crazy. And do you guys have any questions on the Marco bass? It's a little bit of a different
It
instrument.
sounds great. The pickups are super punchy.
So, yeah, and-
but the warmth.
They're warm, but they're not like a traditional. You know what I mean? Like you take like a regular traditional jazz bass, the Neo brings out kind of a different thing. It's
I like nice when you pulled the tone out.
Yeah.
It didn't go flat and dull. There was still a little bit of brightness there.
There's some stuff,
Yeah.
and he's doing great stuff, man. I like builders that do all their own things, even if it's a little left of center. It's still viable and still works.
Yeah.
You know?
60s position?
60s, full on 60s.
Full on 60s.
And he is a bass player too, which is nice. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
it's nice to have
And that's, I
luthiers
think
and
that's
builders.
that are players.
Yeah.
You know, like, because not
Just
all
wanna
of
show
them
the-
are, you know?
The back.
I like that it has a little bit of color.
Yeah, so the other thing he does, so this is passive, but he makes them so that anybody can put a preamp if they want to. That's just a thing he does. So that's
That's a good thing.
it's yeah, you never know. I mean, the odd air will pop right in. But if you're going Bartolini or something else and you got to take a battery, you know, he compensates for that. He, you know, he's like, hey, if you're gonna put something in there,
Killer
yeah.
with a Nordstrand 2-band.
Oh heck yeah, man. Yeah.
Because that's what I noticed with with an aggressive jazz bass pickups.
His pre is a little bit mellower, not mellow, but it's not as aggressive as some preamps. It's great. I love the
And it's
Nordy.
just- I
2B,
think-
the 2B.
The 2B, I think
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a little bit of sheen,
Yeah,
and then you can completely cut it,
yeah.
add it, do whatever the hell you want.
whatever.
It's right.
Yeah.
When these remind me of the Damasio's, and I have like 3 basses with that,
Which you sent me some, which I'm gonna put them in a bass. So
That's
I want to
good.
try them. I will. I will.
and I love the Damasio. I love the
Okay.
Nordstrand preamp with those pickups
Got it.
specifically. You know.
Try that. Cool.
What's clipped to the headstock?
That, you know what, is a tuner.
Oh, okay.
For gigs and stuff, I always use
I was
the.
wondering if that's...
Nah, it's just tuner.
The fanny
Yeah.
pack of the musician world.
It's the moped. It's the moped. But that one's a little more discreet than the big one.
It's a slim fanny pack.
This is slim fanny pack. It's the moped. It's whatever you're ashamed of, but it's there. And that one works okay. It's
okay.
all right.
It's
The-
okay. I have a-
yeah.
yeah, I
The
have a
snark
fanny
work.
pack going.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Joe Rogan uses a fanny pack.
Well, you know,
Bringing it back, man.
totally. Like when I said I wear one, I really mean it.
I-
When
I-
shorts,
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
I believe it's you.
Like, whatever, and we would
Well,
hang
that's-
out.
yeah.
I would hang out with it. I don't care. Yeah.
if we're in board shorts, where you gonna put your phone, keys, and wallet?
This is true. Fanny
Phone
pack.
keys, fanny
That's
pack.
it. Fanny pack. So the DR DDT strings. Did you feel
I
a
feel
difference?
like so when we brought it down to a D, that's why I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds. It does really. It feels. The tension's fine.
It's good,
It's
yeah.
still a usable tension.
So the DDTs I also use when a 5-string has a little bit of a floppy low B. I'll put the DDTs on there, and it just tightens the tone up a little bit.
Nice.
You can't get rid of a really crappy low B, but if you have something that's marginal, it really kind of brings that I don't know the
Tension's
the tone-
huge.
Yeah, so it brings that tension out and it brings the tone up a little bit. So I have one 5-string that has a little bit of a rounder, slower B, and I like a really fast, punchy one. I put the DDTs on and it helped. Didn't completely solve it. It's not my favorite bass with the low B,
it's
but
a Band-Aid.
but it works. Yeah, yeah. And
You
I'm
know
able to
what,
use it. It's viable
I
now
have another
for
trick
gigging,
with
so.
that. Well, another string trick.
Yeah.
It's 130 GHS progressives.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta try
Because
those.
it's a medium to slightly more tense string.
Ah, I'll have
Right,
to try
when I
those.
go and play.
I'll try those too. Yeah. You'll hook me up. You know people.
I think so.
Any other questions or comments on the bass? It's a pretty good bass.
$1,200 American-made bass.
With a real nut. I mean, it's.
The
it's
neck looks like a early 60s, late
Right,
60s
yeah.
jazz. It's
Yeah.
super skinny. It looks wonderful.
Oh,
1.5 inch. I mean, it's.
This would
yeah.
rip
It's-
on. And I'm just
it's
gonna
good.
say it. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care.
Say it.
Well, am I supposed to swear?
I don't care.
I didn't mean
Say
that.
it.
I think it would
That's great.
stomp on any traditional Fender.
Like,
Go to a guitar center. Oh, why are we on American jazz?
oh no,
bass?
for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Beat
Marco's
this
been-
will beat it hands down.
I agree.
Hands down.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, it's.
What's Marco's website?
Marco Bass Guitars or Marco. You can look up Marco Cortez, Marco Bass Guitars.
Put it in the YouTube.
Yeah, we'll put it in the YouTube thing. Yeah, he's really building good stuff, man. Yeah, it's good, and yeah.
So this
I'm just
again,
very
this
happy
is
with it.
import, or not import. This is
No,
American made. This is
no,
American made.
American-made.
But he has like a
inexpensive.
boutique
Yeah.
line too.
Yeah, the TFLs that he makes are his more expensive. This is the N1, and
And
you
it's
have and hopefully a 5-string
five-string
coming.
version.
We've been bugging him about it. So
Yeah,
hopefully
30.
a 5.
That'll be 34 and a half.
34 and a half for probably around 1,500. Somewhere around there. So
Come
then
on.
it'll kill, man. It'll
A
be really
$1,500.
good. Yeah.
34 and a half.
I mean,
scale
obviously,
American bass.
like the low end is about a three grand, little bit up. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean,
Which is
something
normal.
something is you're gonna pay what it's worth to you.
You know,
So-
my glow, I'm fine.
Yeah, dude.
I don't even know. I don't
It
want
just is what it is.
I
If you-
represent the company as
Yeah.
an artist, I don't know,
Yeah.
but I think it's 36,
Yeah.
37,
And
45.
it's so good. So it just depends on what you're looking for. And I think this, for me, man, if I get a 5-string, this will be what I'm gonna just. It's inexpensive enough. It's replaceable, but it plays great. It sounds good.
I like the
sounds
DK
great.
is
so I
set
can
up
just beat
neutral.
the crap out of it,
This
and
is
it just
flat,
doesn't matter. Yeah.
flat across the board.
Yeah.
No contour.
I think the knobs have something to do with it, though.
My God, yes, the knobs are magical.
I like the knobs.
We're looking good, yes.
Yes, right, right.
Knobs and headstocks, dude.
Thank you, knobs and headstocks.
Knobs and headstocks.
That's my new
Well,
company.
yeah,
It's a
exactly.
great website.
Yeah, I really want to thank you guys for hanging and,
Yeah,
and
thanks,
being
guys,
part of
for
it.
geeking
It's
with
great.
us.
Yeah, so
Really appreciate it.
yeah. So again,
And that Keith guy, oh,
Yo, Keith, come here. Say away. Keith, the bass hang, right there. Say hi. This is the bass hang,
bass
Tsunami
hang.
Cables,
The
and
bass hang.
two dudes, one bass.
2 dudes, 1 bass.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
That's it.
I love it.
So cool. Save Araujo.
Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, thank you guys.
2 dudes, 1 bass. Signing off.
Bass.
Bass hang, thing, Steve, Tony. I don't know.
And Keith.
There we go.
I love you. All right, guys,
Peace.
thanks a lot.
guys. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
That's what we do. We geek out.
No,
so-
Tony.
No.
What'd I do?
Be out of the way.
Oh yeah, check it out.
Oh yeah, check it out.
Yeah, he's gonna kill with that bass. I think it's really gonna be.
Yeah, I didn't know he was going low end because I checked out his stuff at
I've
night.
had.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
so nice.
It's so good.